Hi ladies and gents, part 2. So when it comes out of the oven, your veggies are going to look like this, and the rice is going to go in these. So these are lovely roasted mushrooms, so we're going to cut those up, and we can't forget our leftover veggies, which is the corn. I'm vegetarian, so I have to come up with creative ways once I cook for the family who do eat meat. When they don't eat all their leftover veggies, what can I make for myself instead of just eating their leftover veggies? That is filling and pretty damn close to gourmet. Right. This is the rice, and I get that lovely yellow by adding saffron to it, and imitation saffron. The way I do my rice is I put a bit of oil and butter, and I wash the rice 4 or 5 times before it's cooked. Like, I wash it and then I put it in a strainer. Here. So what I do is I put about a cup of rice, only more than a cup, and it will go yucky for some reason. So I put about a cup, and then I wash it and then rinse it out, put it back in, do that 4 times until the water's clean, and then I put this on the oven with a little bit of oil and butter, and then I mix the raw rice. I actually cook the raw rice on low to medium heat, and then when it starts browning, make sure you're mixing constantly so it can't burn or stick. When you start seeing the white rice turn to a beigey colour, not too much, then what you do, you boil your water, and then you always add 3 times as much of what rice you added. So you will add 3 cupfuls of boiling water to the rice. Then what I do for taste, so it doesn't taste bland, is I add a little pinch of Vegeta Gourmet, which is stock, to the rice for flavour. And yeah, and I cook it on medium high, and then I lower it, because what I do is at the same time as this is cooking, I actually put the strainer on top, and then I put my veggies, and then I'll put the lid on. So whilst the rice is cooking, I kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because it cooks all of my veggies, and then I can make the salmon on the side, which is what she had for dinner. So now we've got this leftover veggies, you see, and now I'm going to show you what I make for me with these leftover veggies. Alright, so the only thing I had to do besides the leftover is, as you go back to part 1 and you will see, I've got my mushrooms, got my capsicums, wash my capsicums, cut them in half and put them this side down along with the mushrooms this side down, sprinkled olive oil and put oregano and a bit of salt in the oven, medium, about 180 to 200 degrees Celsius, just until they shrivel down a little bit. So now they're out, and I'm going to cut all my veggies up except for the capsicums, because the capsicums are going to hold everything. So I'm going to chop my mushrooms up, might actually lower the camera a bit so you can see me chopping what I'm doing. So just chopping Sorry, just had a drink. So, might go a little bit more with that. Trust me, when this is done, your family is gonna love it. Oh, I usually put a bit of Australian feta in this. Oh, it's so yummy. If you're like me and you love that white cheese, I like the dodoni, the Greek feta, but then I find it's a bit strong with cooking dishes. I find Australian feta is better, but still, it's still good. Very yummy. So now I'm going to chop my beans. It's a fantastic way to use up those old veggies. Really good. So then my beans. Mushrooms, carrots. Oh, I've also got my peas as well. My peas. Sorry, I don't edit. YouTube used to allow that feature, but now they took it off. Otherwise, I would have added my part 1. Sorry for that. So now the corn and it's a shame to throw any of this away. Don't want to waste anything. Right. I'll just break that up. So now, just rinse my hands. What I'm going to do is we'll just leave the rice in here as it is and just throw everything in like that. I'll make sure I just... Go. So it's going to look like this. Give it a bit of a mix. How yummy is this feeling? Oh jeez, I actually had another capsicum and I'm spewing. I didn't see it. So I hope none of this mixture goes to waste. So what I'm doing is I'm just mixing it in. And so look at that, yummo, okay. Right, and that yellow rice just makes it look so yummy. Hold on a sec, I'm filming in here. I'll just put the dog, come on Cyrus, come on. Sorry about that. Right, so now what I'm going to add is the ginger, crushed ginger, so not much, just that much. And we don't want to overpower it. Crushed garlic mince, again, that's like half a teaspoon. So I'm going to add my oregano. My salt. Chili crushed, dried chilies crushed, dried hot, it says. So I'm just literally a small pinch because I don't like it too much. And I've got garam masala and curry powder, and I'm really liking the smell of the garam masala, so I'm just going to get just a good little pinch of that, and that's all. So yeah, otherwise it's going to taste a bit bland. So this, all those extra nice little gingers and the chili and the garam masala, it's going to give it a nice little kick. Otherwise you can just leave all that out and just leave it with the oregano. With all those yummy veggies, you'll still get some lovely flavours. Depends on what you like. I'm thinking I might just add a little bit of cumin in there. Ground cumin. It's not coming out a whole lot. If it looks like I'm putting a lot in, I'm really not. So what I want to do is initially just give this a little mix, and then I'll try a teaspoon and see what I think of the flavours. I'm the only one that's going to eat this, so I know you're thinking gross because I'll just take from it, but no one else is going to eat it. That's perfect. So now, sorry, I just want to see what you're seeing. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to grab these and I'm going to stuff them with the mixture. And this is a fun part. Oh, and the colours look amazing. Look at the colours, the red, the green, the orange, the yellow from the rice, from the saffron, imitation saffron powder is what I use. Of course you can use the real one if you like. Alright, so I'll put that there, and I'm going to put it back on the tray over here. Do the other one. I definitely could have used another capsicum. I'm spewing. I didn't see the other capsicum. Silly me. Alright, there's another one. And then we're going to sprinkle on top. I don't think I'm going to put the feta cheese in. I forgot to do it, or I don't know why I didn't do it this time, but it doesn't matter. We're going to put the grated cheese, which is this stuff, the Australian tasty cheddar cheese on top, and also a little bit of parmesan sprinkled on top as well. Or you could just put the feta cheese on top. And one more. Oh, there's going to be heaps of mixture left over. You can just eat it like that. Actually, I could put it back in the fridge and I can use it as a side serving with another meat dish that I'll be cooking for the family tomorrow. I'm sure they will like those yummy flavours that I put in there, except for the child, of course, who's a little bit fussy. But my partner would definitely like this. And I'm trying to stuff them as much as possible, so just in case this mixture goes to waste. Damn, it would have fit perfect with another couple. Doesn't matter. Another couple of capsicums on it. Alright, so what I'll do now is just put the cheese on top. I'm definitely going to have to do a part 3 so you can see how they look like when they're cooked. So just going to put the grated cheese on top, and I do love my cheese. So I'm going to probably put what seems like a lot, but in this case I won't, because I overfilled them a lot, so I won't put what I usually put on. And also because I have to open another packet, which I really don't want to do if I don't have to. So yeah, I've basically just used all this, so that'll do. And so yeah, it's going to go in the oven for 10 minutes initially, like this, to cook at about 200 degrees Celsius. If you're not sure what that is, do the converter on your phone with Celsius to Fahrenheit. Put in 200 Celsius and you will see Fahrenheit how much that is. Yeah, so cook it to preheat the oven, cook it at 200 degrees for the first 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes, you will cover it with foil, and I do this one so it can't, I ran out of foil, so I have to be real, yeah, just to stop the cheese from burning and to help cook the inside of it more with anything you cook. And then I will do that until for a further 15 minutes it'll cook like this, and then after 15 minutes of it being covered, which is 25 minutes all up, because you're not forgetting the 10 minutes of it cooking without the foil, so that's 10 plus 15, that's 25 minutes. So all up after 25 minutes of cooking, then you will remove that in the end so it can brown on top and melt the cheese real nicely. And then after that will be 35 minutes of cooking all up, and it will be done and ready to eat. And if you want to see part 3 again, I'm so sorry I can't edit. If anyone has got some advice on how I can bring 3 separate videos together that doesn't require a whole lot of complicated downloading of apps and complicated editing and stuff, I would love to know, because YouTube used to have that where it allowed you to link 3 different videos together, but they don't do it anymore. Yeah, so I'm just putting the Parmesan cheese on top of the grated cheese, and I'm trying to do it everywhere I can. And yeah, and this is going to be so yummy, especially with the pre-roasted capsicum and mushrooms in there. It's going to be so yummy. And in it goes. There it looks, and in it goes. And 200 degrees Celsius. Actually, I forgot to preheat my oven, so I will preheat it for a bit and then put it in. Yeah, so I will put the details below. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.